Now, villainous has a lot of interesting characters. Some characters get their shine, other characters get stuck in the sideline hoping they have the chance to actually shine. And today we're going to talk about Cricket, a character that I feel doesn't have yet his full potential, but you have something there that is not fully tapped yet. He's still a good character, but it's the reason why they put him on the sideline because he's not the main character. He's sort of the side dish, but it's one of those side dishes that is actually really good, at least in my point of view. Of course, the only problem is Cricket, the character I'm talking about, he basically is dead. At least according to Rex, that he just says, "Oh, any hero goes to the town of villains underground, basically doesn't survive." And according to him, he's dead. But yet, the first time you met him, the first mission we see him go into inside the town, he was dominating. That no one can touch this character. But yet, he's sort of very interesting in that we don't know much about him. In fact, there are only three point of views of this sort of mini series. They focus on Cricket for a few seconds. Of course, the mirror series called Little Rescue, you just focus on Sunblast, not Cricket. But the three point of views, they would get to understand who is Cricket and maybe the potential. That's the thing I wanted to explore of this video. Of course, before I continue, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation, do reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, you'll like how it's going, you'll like to help my channel, but like, comment, and subscribe. The only thing you do, the only thing you need to do. Of course, if you don't, that's fine too, but you do, thank you. Thanks to you. Every time you put a like, comment, and subscribe or share, it really helps my channel because I am getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to you and little things you do really helps my channel. Yeah, I'm completely grateful. But besides that, let's talk the main video of today of the missed potential or who is Cricket as a character. Now, one of the fascinating things about Cricket is the little things we know about him. One, he's basically a pretty boy. At least according to the coach, how he looks like. Of course, how he looks like he's between sort of Tony Stark and Ant-Man nowadays. Because he had that kind of good looks, European kind of vibe, but at the same time, he's very smart, but also very hand-to-hand combat. Because you see when the miniseries Small Rescue, he takes a whole army. And remember, his special ability is actually just shrinking. And you think that's sort of limited of his own abilities, especially hand-to-hand combat. No, it's sort of backwards. It actually increases his strength and his speed. Of course, there's a reason why they call him Cricket, because his speed is belonged to his legs, how fast and quick he can actually move. So you better describe it sort of between Ant-Man and a speedster or the Flash if you want to go that direction. So mix into one. But we don't know much about him. And this is the three points of view come from. The coach, Sunblast, and Cricket himself. Now, the coach how describe him that sort of lazy bum pretty boy, wake him up and put him into work today. That's to me, I feel he's sort of maybe lazy or at least a coach point of view of one of the characters who trained Cricket, basically saying he basically rides of his own career, of his own looks and luck. At least that's how I chose to interpret that sort of small sentence he actually mentioned how describing Cricket. And that makes a lot of sense because the guy is good looking. Maybe he does rely on his good looks, maybe he do not. Or maybe it's not just good looks. Maybe he's just sort of kind of cocky so much that maybe he's right on his looks most of the time nowadays. But who knows? But the second point of view makes it a little bit more interesting and more layered by accident. That how somebody described him, he was a co-worker, someone he actually trusts. And that makes sense. Maybe he was a nice guy, but maybe he's sort of lying in between. Maybe he is more layered. Maybe he's lazy, cocky, but manipulative. Maybe. At least that's how I chose to interpret it, that specific line. But once again, You wear different hats with different people. Now, what you use your personality changes the person you meet. Maybe he is a nice person. He also kind of lazy and cocky and relies on his own personality, in other words, or he looks in this case. But this is the thing kind of defines me as Cricket. The one that sort of struck me so well. Cricket actually said one specific line that actually taking down army of supervillains. He was sort of saying, if you took one person down, you are not my prey. Sunblast really is. You just the side dish for right now. And to me, makes him a little bit more interesting. I mean, of course, it's just sort of a badass line, sort of mistranslated to Spanish to English, but you get the idea. It almost feels that Pacific line, someone who is sort of arrogant, but he think he's sort of the alpha chat or the alpha wolf, or someone who believes he's everything in the bag of chips, but something more dark because how intense he sort of said that sentence. He never said that sentence like an arrogant, flamboyant, over a top hero line. No, he said it in sort of very aggressive, serious type of way. To me, maybe he believes he's sort of a beast, barely walking up and taking down because the hunt begins. Like, you see what I'm saying? I think this character is kind of evil or twisted. Depends how you look of Peace, how they chose their heroes and wrap them up to sell it in the public. Because someone like this could be using a hinge. Maybe he pretending to be a nice guy, but truly is a horrible person who is basically a sheep of wolf's clothing. You just see his true personality. Maybe he's just a very violent, powerful person who given powers by luck. This is the thing I'm fully determined because to me, if they go that direction, make him sort of interesting or make Peace a sort of way, a sort of strategy sort of company, choosing specific people who are thinkers but know how to play the game. Something like Miss Seat, or not like Sunblacks, who could be a failed product, at least from the Peace perspective. But even that make it more interesting because the whole miniseries, Little Hero, is only focused on Sunblast, not Cricket. We just really don't know what he's thinking. He just said a few lines that he just was looking for Sunblast, not the rest of the villains. He has no idea or care about them. Of course, he is responsible because he does report. There's a sort of evil supervillain under the city has another city run by supervillains. And that's the only thing he does besides taking down villain by villain. But even that makes him sort of interesting how well hand-to-hand combat and how he used his special abilities to shrink to take down each specific villain. Even that I want to see more because he just sort of stands out. He has sort of a very unusual mix of sort of styles that make him him. In fact, I want to see him animated, even that we don't know he's dead or alive, but the potential is here just to see him be that sort of badass. At least give him a little bit more if, because I feel this is a point they could have missed the full potential of him of this miniseries that I hope he does come back and develop a little bit more, just enough to grasp who he is. But we feel fascinating that someone who is pretend to be good but is sort of horrible inside. Something like Sunblast, but Sunblast more arrogant, and someone like Cricket, how he says sort of thing, what he does, make him a little bit interesting because he easily fits in sort of an Asperger's Joe with a twisted mindset that he believes he is the good person, even that he does horrible things. That could be a very interesting twisted type of hero. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he's not really that fully interested. I could be wrong. But make him a little evil here or there that he just enjoying hurting people. He just enjoy the hunt. That could be a very fascinating type of character. He could be easily sort of kind of like Craven from one of the Spider-Man villains that he just enjoying the hunt. He is the beast who hunt weaker creatures, or even that it could be a challenge for him to actually becoming a hero, or at least giving an excuse to hunt other people while being judged. Once again, they have layers here, but not fully realized. But once again, it's all about Alan and his team. What can you do with it? Because let's face it, his ability to shrink and use martial arts and his speed of jumping could be very interesting in animation. Especially, he can actually grow bigger and smaller, and he also do so much things. In fact, shrinking abilities or making characters big never fully scratch the full ability, but you do so much more with someone very creative, at least doing the animation and also limiting them to do more things. But once again, you don't want to make a character so OP, sort of hard to tackle him in the near future, but yet the potential is there. And I hope they do tap it. I hope he's not dead according to Rex. Of course, Rex could be easily lying because Rex is Rex. He likes to hurt Sunblast whatever he can just to one up him. Of course, what do you think about Cricket? Is a character not yet fully get his potential yet, or you feel that was his potential? Just leave him there like a side dish and never bring him back. Should him bring him back? Honestly, I do think just for the action scenes, but you still have something there. I'm between in the middle, yes and no. Depends. Will they bring him back? What they actually could do with them? Tell me down below how you feel about Cricket. Do you believe that he has still so much potential, or you like me? Let me see just one scene, one action scene, then you kill him off, and you'll be okay. Tell me what you prefer down below. Honestly, I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.